Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Kennedy. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, it's like a basic one. Y'all know y'all girl did not. Oh, found one. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. It's your girl, Kennedy. We are here for our weekly live with Who's Got Next, where we answer any questions that you may have about upcoming competitions. And we also share some stories from our guests, whether they're artists or producers or former participants in some of our other competitions that we've had. So I'm excited to be here today with you all because we have an amazing guest who's going to make her way onto the stage soon. So let me go ahead and get our moderator all set up. There we go. Adding in our moderator, our amazing Lauren, who gets us right every time. And what I'm going to do right now is share this live out to a few people. And if y'all hear a whole bunch of banging going on in the background, I'm so sorry about that because I have construction or something going on above me. So please forgive me. But hopefully it is not too distracting. What I'm doing now, I'm just sharing this live out to a few people that we would love to have join our live today while we wait for our amazing guests to come up. Alrighty. Just gonna share it out to a whole bunch of people. Alrighty. So I'm just pumping out this live right now. And let me make sure I have you added as moderator. It's not showing that you are added. Okay, Lauren, I'm going to try to add you as a moderator one more time. Oh. I'll manually add moderator. Okay. Confirm. There we go. Okay, it wasn't letting me add you from the audience, but I manually was able to add you as a moderator on here. So, is it? Okay. So we're here. We have our moderating already set up. And right now, we're getting ready to hear from a special guest. Her name is Neicy Pooh. So while we wait for her to join in, if this is your first time jumping into one of our lives, let us know. Send us some hearts. Send us some hearts if this is your first time jumping into one of our lives. Think I see our special guest. Well, without further ado, I know y'all are so tired of looking at me. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our queen, Neicy Pooh, to the stage. So let me go ahead and add her in here because I know that's what y'all are really here for. So I'm going to... Alrighty. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good. I cannot complain.
No,
It's
not
the
at all.
weather is pretty nice out here in Chicago, so I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, wait, so are you from Chicago or are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
was born in Chicago. I'm not from there, but I was born there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We might get some family. We might be with
Okay.
cousins or something.
That's exciting. Well, I had no idea. For some reason, I thought you were actually based in Atlanta.
Oh no. I mean, I was going to Clark, so I was out there for like 2 years, but I'm always in Atlanta, so that's another thing too. That's like second home at this point.
Uh, it's becoming a
Yeah,
second home to me ever since I started working with Who's Got Next. I feel like I'm in Atlanta every month.
that too.
I
That too.
definitely
And
am.
just having
Atlanta's growing
friends,
on me.
like a lot of my friends stay out there, so it's just
Mhm.
like I'm always there.
Good. Well, I'm so glad that you took some time to join us today. As you know, and as you have been I'm a part of the Who's Got Next filming for a while. We're kicking off another competition, but we figured we cannot start a new competition without hearing from our reigning champ right now. So,
Let's
Neicy Pooh,
do
go
it.
ahead. Our heavyweight champ coming in. I'm guessing like what, 5'10", 100, 150
Mm,
pounds. I don't know, something like that. Go ahead and introduce yourself to us. Tell us what music you make, how you got involved with Who's Got Next music, and anything that you want to share with us.
for the people who do not know me, I go by Neicy Pooh. I'm a rapper. I'm a singer. I'm an engineer. I'm a brand owner. I am a lot of different things. I wear a lot of different hats. You know what I'm saying? I was actually going to Clark Atlanta for about 2 years. So the AUC, I know my family probably gonna be in here somewhere joining in and stuff like that. But yeah, I was born and raised in Chicago, the South Side to be exact. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm very excited to be here. I was you all's first winner, so I'm definitely excited to have this full circle moment.
Yes, this is a full circle moment. I was
Yeah.
excited when I was like, hold on, wait, can we get her on this live? Like, I want to hear from somebody who's been through it before. So I
Yeah.
understand that the current competition we have is a little bit different because now we're on a digital platform where all the voting is taking place within the app. But I would
Yeah.
love to hear from you as our reigning champ. What was it like going through the process of, competing in this beta program? Like, what things did you have to do? What were the sessions like, or like, what was your experience? What was everything you had to have ready? Give us a whole rundown of that.
Okay, so I guess where I'll start is just like how I found out about the competition.
Perfect.
So during the time, um, like I said, I had been going back and forth and stuff like that, just with school and then coming back home. So in 2023, like the summer of 2023, that was actually like my last semester that I had attended Clark. So that fall semester coming into 2023 is where, like, I was still supposed to be taking my classes, but during that time I like came back. I was still visiting and stuff, still trying to actually like get back enrolled and stuff like that, but I was still going back and forth, like just coming back home, going back to Atlanta, because like it was just a lot.
Hmm.
But when I had came out there, I was actually visiting at the time. But like, I still know everybody. I'm still connected with my professors, everybody. So I'm just talking to everybody, mingling around, seeing what I can do to get back, seeing what funding I can get, or just like anything really.
Right.
And during the time, I was actually in a human sex class that my friend invited me to. And he was like actually the teacher assistant. So
No way.
he was like, bro, just come to class, just see how you like it. So, that way when you come back, you can at least know like, okay, like I want to take this class. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, bro, I'm gonna come. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, bro, I'm just visiting. You want me to come to class? It's just a lot.
Put
So
you to
I
work.
came, I came to class, and it was actually nice. Like what they were discussing and stuff. Like it was very, very grown topics, but it
Okay.
was very like necessary at the same time. So I
Right.
enjoyed that human sex class. But after class, I remember Miss Marquina coming in. I'm not sure you all familiar with her, but Miss Marquina. She came in and she was just talking about the competition. Like it was like after class, perfect time, and she was just like very enthusiastic about it. She was like, who's got next music? She was like, it's gonna be a music ad. We're gonna be like some of the first people to use it. And I was just like, okay, what's this? What's this about?
Wow.
So I stayed, and just like introduced myself to her, talk to her and stuff like that. And she just like, I'm gonna be on the lookout for your name and stuff like that. But I was just like really making sure like she knew who I was. And I was like, I really want to do this. I was like, yeah, this sound dope. This sound like something I should be a part of.
Right.
So I just remember submitting, like the application or whatever. I think it was on like Google Docs or something, just submitting
Hmm.
them. And I remember them hitting me back like when I was at home. Like it was probably like a few weeks later or something like that, or like a month later or something like that. It was very sudden though. Like it was very like, okay, I was just in Atlanta and then I got the email and they were like, yeah, we want you to be a contestant. So I was like, all right, yeah, we good. I was in there.
There he
So yeah, I
is.
was very
Chi-Town
excited.
representing. Okay, look, we
I know,
everywhere.
right? I was like, yes, yes. So yeah, that was exciting. And I just remember like it was a lot being in Chicago and like trying to, because everything that was happening was in Atlanta. So I feel
Right.
like I made the best out of it. So like, but I was really having to keep my ear to everything because like it
Yeah.
was different. Just like I have to book a flight. Like I can't just like everybody else is like down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like that was like my main challenging point, but like not really though. I kind of feel like I mapped it out pretty good. Like in the beginning, I was just like, okay, like I know at some point I'm going to be going back to like I was already preparing for the finale. Like going into the
Mm.
competition, I was already like, okay, I gotta like, okay, when is it? December? Okay, cool. It's November. I got time. Okay, let me do this. Let me do that. Like it was like
Right.
a lot of different steps. But I just remember selecting my beat for round one because of course like the first two rounds were just like okay I can be at home, but the finale is
Right.
what okay I got to come to Atlanta for.
Right.
So round one was kind of like the we picking your beats. So we were choosing our beats. I remember going through I was going through a lot of different beats. Like I'm picky when it comes to beats, but like also like I know what I like. So I could
Right.
like a bunch of stuff, but like I was more so like, okay, what do I want to choose for this competition in particular? Like, what am I trying to put out there? What message am I trying to deliver? So it was more so about the message and like taking
Mm.
advantage of the opportunity. It was less about the money and like the perks of all of it. It was more so like, okay, like how can I make this something like, like for me to have this full circle moment? So
Right.
I feel like I was very serious about the competition, like going into it. So like round one, I chose me a beat. I was like, okay, it's a little slow, but it had like a build up. I like the build up of the song, and I actually like
Mm.
released it. It's called Right Now. So those that are familiar with that, I appreciate the support on that. I actually just dropped a visual too.
Oh
Um,
snap! Hold on. Make
yeah,
sure that we share. We gotta make sure you DM that to us so we can share it on our page.
I will. I will.
Share those
But
visuals.
it's so dope, so dope. I I made it. I created it. So when I was at home, I just chose the beat or whatever, and I just remember like just writing something to it, and I was like, okay, I think I like this. So I let my mom hear it, and she was like, she kind of like stamped it for me. Like I kind of like just rapped it to her in the kitchen. It was just like random. She was just like, yeah. She gave me that look, and I was just like,
Okay, this
okay,
is
yeah,
it.
all
We
right, all
got
right.
something right here.
This so I
Yeah.
might got something. Okay. So, I'm like, all right, bet. So I already got my own home studio. So I actually engineered it
Wow.
myself as well. So I was having a blast recording that one. Like I was already like really just putting myself in a mind frame that I was already on stage. And
Wow.
because I wanted something catchy, but I also wanted a message. I didn't want to make it boring, so I'm like, okay, I need something a little catchy in here. So the hook was just like, okay, I know that's gonna grab their attention. But then the verses were like, okay, yeah, I'm saying some stuff that's like, okay, yeah, like I'm really living this though. Like I'm really going through
Right.
this stuff, and I really was going through a period where I feel like, like my time like really is right now. Like I've been patient. I've been consistent. Like I've been like, man,
Yeah.
what is it? Like my time right now. Like that's where I was at in life. So it just was like, okay, for it to actually come into fruition, I was like, man, this is dope. Like I felt everything that I was saying. Like in
Wow.
I don't know. That's the thing about music. Like music, it's
Have
something
to
you can
really feel
feel.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you really feel it, and you know when it's genuine or not. Even when it's coming from
Mm.
someone else. Like certain songs that have longevity, like you always able to listen to it and be like, yeah, I feel that because it's like that's what music does. So
Yeah.
round one, picking the beats, chose the beat, made the song. Um, and I just remember like just really learning how to work the app. It was at first it was kind of like okay, like I don't know what I'm doing, but
Right.
I feel like Miss Woodward and Miss Marquina they really made it like very easy for us to like kind of follow the instruction of like submitting it. So submitting it wasn't really a challenge. It was more so just like okay, we got to register, make an account, and then like learn how to maneuver through the app. So that was interesting, and then it was like
Right.
that was like their first test run of it all. So like I feel like they were really listening to our insight that we had as far as like the app and everything because they wanted to know what they can do like better or
Right.
how we do things or like okay is it a bug with this certain thing like is it not working. So a lot of trial and error, but it was pretty smooth. Like for the competition, I remember us just like having to send out different links and stuff like that. Like we had to get our people to vote. Like that's when I really feel like
Yeah.
that was a test of like, okay, who really support me? Okay, who
Clock
really
it.
is willing to help and support me and go to the furthest extent of even if
Right.
maybe you had to pay some money. But we didn't have to pay any money, but still, like it's just like to see who really like is rocking with you.
He's
Like
really rocking with you. Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that it was that kind of challenge because I definitely got to see where my fan base is actually at.
Oh wow.
Um, so that was dope, and just getting my family involved and stuff like that because they didn't really know what they were doing. They were like not tech savvy at all, so it was like interesting. It was interesting doing that. Round I'm trying to think was round two
The
was that
visual.
the music, the visual? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was fun. That was that was really fun. Cause we created it off our phones. Like I'm
Yeah.
not sure if anybody else had like somebody they were working with, but like we basically created it off our phones. Like I had someone to help me. My cousin, he actually like shoots all my videos. Like when I come back home and stuff. So we actually been
Mm-hmm.
working with each other for a minute. So when I knew like okay, I had to make a video, I was like, bro, like, can you help me? Like gotta like just record this and that. But like I remember like I did a lot of different like scenes too where it was like I had to like take my phone to the ceiling like at one point to
Wow.
get
So you were
like
doing the ceiling challenge before it was the ceiling challenge. Like before
I
it was
think at the
trending on
time,
TikTok, you did that.
if I'm not sure, I think at the time that was like popular too. Like I don't know, like 2023. I'm not sure when that challenge came about, but like
I feel like it
I
was last year
remember.
during Christmas time, during the holidays. It became
Really?
super, super
Okay.
popular.
So, all right. So, yeah, I kind of did do that. Yeah. Yeah. I was just doing stuff, man. I was like, this would be cool if I just, cause I think I like kind of captured a moment where like I was waking up or like something like that, and I was like, that'd be cool if I just like put it on the ceiling, and I really did it, and it was like, I don't know, it was fun, and just setting up the different angles. Like I made it like I was waking up and like going to the like bathroom, like putting water on my face, looking at myself in the mirror, like it was fun making that. It was really fun making
Wow.
that. And then for the scenes that I had my cousin shoot, we kind of just like I was still in Chicago, so I feel like I really just like went to different landmarks in the city and just kind of like
Hmm.
shot there. Like so like I shot on the bus. I shot a scene like under the Chicago theater. I was just like just going different places and just showing like scenery a little bit more because I definitely was. That's what I was talking about in the song, like where I come from and just like my city, like how they paint us to be this one way, but really, this is really what's going on. It's a lot of
Yeah.
it's a whole movement out here too. But I know that we get glorified for sometimes like the wrong things. So I
Right.
just wanted to kind of capture like my city is it's more to it. So yeah, that was really fun. Round two was really fun. And then the finale.
Let's talk about it.
The finale, for one, I was already preparing for this moment. So it was like when I got to Atlanta, um, I was just like I don't know, I just was ready. Like I was just ready to just do it. Like I
Hmm.
got off the plane. I remember just like meeting up with my friends and stuff. Cause they still were like actively going to class and all this different stuff. So I appreciate them just some of them letting me stay with them, honestly. Like and we just like worked it out. But very supportive, like everybody. I just remember a lot of familiar faces being there at the finale. Like it just was like, yeah, it was very full circle. Like it was some of my friends there. There was also people like I never may have like had a conversation with up until this point, but they knew the song, and it was like, okay, this is
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Like I don't know, like they word for word. Like, oh, okay, this is yeah. I'm gonna release this. So
It was the
I just remember, and then
confirmation that you needed. That confirmation that
it
you
really was
visualizing,
because
thinking about it, performing it. Like, no, this was like your
yes,
mom was right when she first heard it, and now it's
yeah,
watching it all manifest over time. It's like, huh?
huh,
No, that's
right.
lit.
That's how I feel too. I was like, okay, but I feel like I was already preparing for it, but it is different when you get in the actual room and like
Right,
feel the love of everyone because sometimes it just feel like you just doing it for you, right? Or sometimes it just
right.
feel like like you don't never really know who's watching. You never really know who
Hmm.
um I don't know, just like see you or actually like are listening to what you have to say. Like that was
Right.
my thing too. I was like, okay, it was meant to be a message and the message got delivered.
Right.
Like
Wow.
I was like, this is dope. And it was like very inactive because I don't think we were going based off the votes of like our family anymore. It was more so like who was in that room. So based off who was in that room, it was just like, yeah, it was very, very powerful for them to just like be in support of me.
Mhm.
During that day. Yeah, it was very special. Like I didn't I'm surprised I didn't like get emotional a little bit because it was just a lot trying to like just coming from Chicago and going all the way. Like nobody know I'm doing none of this. It's just
Right.
like okay, we all found out about the competition. We submitted it, like obviously like they still going to class and stuff like that, but I'm trying to make my way back. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to make
Right.
my way back. I'm buying my own flight to come out here and like I had to win. I didn't have no choice.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
I didn't have a choice. So it was like, yeah, I needed that. I definitely needed that. And just meeting Miss Latavia, like she is just so dope and like just down to
Right.
earth and like genuine too. Like I just like from that moment that I'm like, first of all, I introduced myself like she didn't already know who I was, but it was just like I don't know, like she just is so cool, bro. Like when I walked up to her, I didn't know what to expect for real. I just like, hey, what else? She's like, I know who you are. I know that song. Like, and she already knew the song too. I was just like, okay, yeah. Let me take a step back because okay, we it's time. It's about to be time. So, and yeah, like it was just like after that moment, like I feel like not only was she supportive in that moment, but she was supportive afterwards. Like anything
Wow.
I was posting, dropping, like I just always remember her seeing her in the comments, like, or just commenting or like giving me critiques or like advice on certain stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff that we still are learning as artists.
Right.
So it's just like, having somebody who has like the ear to the streets and then her son being one of the, just most fluential right now just in the hip hop world, like with Offset and everything, like like that was nostalgic in itself. Like that I'm even
Yeah.
connected to someone like you. So and you're just supportive of what I'm doing and you hear me out, you see what
Mhm.
I'm doing, and you want me to get to that next step and that next level. So I just appreciated the whole experience in itself. It was more so like I said about the competition, like about the opportunity. It was less about the money or the fame, but like I'm not gonna lie, like I was grateful for that part. I was grateful for that part as well because I
Mhm.
got a chance to connect with new people. New people got a chance to hear my music,
Yeah.
um, and just see me, and just hear me out. So I was appreciative of that moment, and yeah, that was a big moment for me. Like when she called my name, I remember having technical difficulties during my like performance. I remember like it pausing in between, but like everybody was so locked in. It was like they didn't even care. We was just having a big party. Like
Wow.
it felt like a big party. Like
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not gonna lie. And then like shout out to the other contestant, Brianna. That's who I was kind of like going up against, but really like that's sus. Like that's sus, and like I still support her in all her endeavors, and she still support
Yeah.
me in mine. So it's just like everybody that I connected with during the competition, who we were just kind of like in the same boat. Like what I'm saying, like they were very supportive of me and just winning. I just was there 100% with them too. Whether it was a performance, they dropping music, like we always stayed connected with each other. So that
Yeah.
was the network of it and just the community that you build within it. Like that's really was the most important part also. So
Wow.
that is the
All right,
best way I
this
can
was so
summarize.
good. Off of one question, I feel like you answered like 20 that I had. But first of all, I just want to take a moment to once again give you your flowers. Neicy Pooh,
Thank
starting
you.
off this competition, going in with your head locked in and focused on what it is that you wanted. I think that in and of that self, like it just shows like this is what this is about. So
Yeah.
quickly, prep. Anyone new who's in here who's just jumped in this chat, I'm Kennedy, your host for today, and this is Neicy Pooh, our first winner of the Who's Got Next music competition. She was one of the first people that ever participated in our beta program, repping the shy, but still got love
Yeah.
for the A. This is Neicy Pooh. And so I just want to type a few things that you were talking about because, first of all, I feel like you spoke so much to what Who's Got Next Music is really about, talking about how it's a community. It provides you with opportunities
Yeah,
and allows you to connect with other artists. And most importantly, there's still that support system that to this day, 2 years after the competition that you won, you're still connected with
yeah,
the Who's Got Next Music family, and you're still connected with other people that you competed with, and you're still able to support their music. But one other thing that you said was you you were able to share your music with people who may not have been able to find you otherwise. And I think that's what's
yeah,
really, really special and really, really important about Who's Got Next Music and why this platform is so necessary, because the reach that it's able to have to people who may not be in the Shy, may not be in the A, but hey, I'm on this app, and guess what? I'm going to be able to figure out who really is up and
figure
coming, who
out.
really is emerging, who do I need to be listening to? Who's
Yeah,
popping
it's
off?
some real dope talent out here.
Yeah. And another thing that I really, really love that she said was starting with the end in mind. As soon as you register for this competition, you're already visualizing the finale. That's that hunger, that's that drive. And that's exactly the type of artist that we're looking for to participate, where you're starting with the end in mind. That, what, I
Yeah,
see myself on that stage, but at the same time, I'm also going to enjoy every part of this process. So from making my song
yeah,
and sharing it with my family, now I'm with my cousin and we're shooting this content and all these ideas are coming to mind, and I'm able to create something so organic and tell my story from a phone. And a lot of people think that you can't do
Hmm.
that, but you show people that you really
Can,
can
yes,
share
you
your
can.
story.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely. And I think another thing that you were talking about was being able to talk about something that was really important in that moment. And definitely want to take a time not to neglect what's going on in our world right now. I'm based in
Mm.
LA. It's a lot of craziness happening. Our government
Yeah,
is doing what they want to do. We have a lot of people are kind of being stripped away from like their friends and their family. And it's a pretty sad and dark time. But I want
yeah,
to take a moment to like talk about, like, for those who may be impacted by what's going on in the world, like how can they take like what they're seeing on TV and on the news and either tell their story or like make a difference. Like, what would you say to encourage somebody who may feel like, what, this are the things going on in the world right now. I don't really care about all this right now. What would you
yeah,
say to kind of encourage them to be like, hey, look, this is a perfect time actually to share your story?
yeah. It's really that. I just feel like, honestly, when you're going through some of the most darkest moments and times in your life, that's when you create your best work. Like,
Mm,
um, I can name a plethora of times where I've been just going through different stages and phases and learning how to be an adult and
mm-hmm.
learning how to just manage even just like my lifestyle with, like, okay, like, just having balance and just, I don't know, it's very, I feel like everybody can express whatever it is that you're going through in the most uniquest ways when you're going through it, like when you're
Yeah.
actually in it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's music, whether it's dance, whether you draw and you paint, and it's so
Mm-hmm.
many creatives out here, and you will be shocked by what they are going through and
Right.
what it may seem like, or where they had to picture their mind to be at like to get kind of through it. I just say allow art to be your canvas, like allow it to be um
Mm.
something that help you get through it, because honestly, I don't know, like, music has always just been for me to be my escape, like for it to be my escape and like my outlet. So I just feel like anybody, if you're that creative person, if you're that person that just really love what you do, like really take time to get it out in that way, because it's somebody going through that same thing. It's somebody like they're in the same place, or you may have overcome a certain thing, and now it's important for you to share your story and your testimony. um and that's one thing I could say just about, even just for right now, that was my testimony. That was my
Wow.
me sharing my story, and I do that in a lot of my other songs too, but like, I just, this one in particular, since we're kind of talking about it, is like, yeah, like I allowed that to be okay. I'm going through this, but I kind of foresaw myself getting out of it.
Wow.
Like, you
Yeah.
kind of gotta, yeah, like, use. use that creativeness that you have. Use it, because that's your that's your weapon. You feel me? That's your
Yeah.
weapon. That's your superpower. That's your everything. That's how you're gonna conquer it all in a place, in a world that's so chaotic. Like, you
Yeah.
cannot keep up with
Mm-hmm.
everything. You cannot allow everything to stress you, worry you. You
Right.
can't allow fear to take over. Like, I do a lot of things scared. I am very much in the do it scared program.
Wow.
I don't know what to expect a lot of the times when I'm just doing what I'm doing, or even when I'm in certain environments. Like, it's very important to stay prayed up, and
Mm-hmm.
just keep your faith in God. That's another thing that kind of keep me uplifted in this crazy world as well. And just also just being from Chicago and living in Chicago now again, like, that shift of going to Atlanta, I feel like that was kind of like my woosah moment. But coming back
Right.
home, people, just like kind of holding that old version of you, and having to escape that and then come back, and like, it's different. Don't get me wrong, it's different now being back home, and I can see that, my city needs community, more than anything. Like, it needs people
Yeah.
who are not gonna leave it, and you know be afraid to get in it also, like, and do the
Yeah.
dirty work to help. So I don't know. I just feel like everything that I went through, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Every challenge that I faced, every obstacle, every just trauma, even the trauma, I've experienced,
Yeah.
like, that I'm still actively working through. It was all worth it, because I found a way to get me through it. And that's
Yeah.
music, that's dance, that's just art within itself for me. So I say just allow that to be your canvas.
I love that. You dropped so many gems, and I'm so glad we have our girl in here, Lauren, that got that one. Do it scared. And also just like
Yes,
let your story be your testimony. And a lot of people who are jumping in now, who are excited about this platform, maybe some of them have like imposter syndrome. They're a little bit nervous to share their story. But I think it's really powerful that
yeah,
even in the climate that we're in now, and even what you're going through in your personal life, you're able to really use that to tell your story because you never know who it's going to impact. Um,
yeah.
and I definitely want to keep going on things that you've been like learning in this whole process. So for those who have not done Who's Got Next before, have not been a part of a competition, they don't understand the benefits that come with it. They don't understand the exposure that you get. But I really want to highlight a little bit more about your experience being a finalist in this competition, like talking a little bit more about how you're able to gain fans. Was there anything that kind of surprised you about the competition? And now moving forward in your career, how do you feel like, this platform has helped set you up for success as you continue with your music journey?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
I
Um,
know. I know. It's a lot.
Great
It's a
one
lot.
though. That was a great question. How can I answer? One, I feel like going into this competition, a lot of, like, kind of what I already said is just like, I don't know. You just gotta want it. Like, you really have to want it, and like, come into the competition knowing that, okay, like, even if I have certain challenges, like, I'm willing to get through it and go through it. So that's number one. And I feel like you should just, like, move with purpose, and don't let it just be for the money. Don't let it just be for the attention that it may grab. But, like, keep an open mind when you're submitting your music and making whatever these challenges are consisting of. Just have fun while doing it. Have fun while doing it. Free yourself a little bit of what you're going through, and allow this kind of to be that. That's one thing I could say, because at the time I was just having fun with it. I was having fun with it. I was going through stuff, so it definitely was personal to me. But I also feel like, I was really taking in the experience more than anything. So that's just for the any of the artists that are, planning on, hey, should I go for it? Should I not? Or, like, go for it. And when you do it, like, be serious, be put yourself out there, in a way that you wouldn't typically do. That's one thing. But also, going through the competition, I feel like you expect to gain some new fans, some new ears. I was very appreciative of all the people that I didn't know knew my music. So you are definitely going to be shocked Um, as far as like the outcome of it all, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be like, man, I didn't know. Oh man, I didn't. You're gonna have that imposter. You're gonna have it. Like it's just it's a natural feeling because we're all human and like just like you just get that sometimes. But like embrace it though. Embrace it because it's a great thing for people to be listening and like even for those people to have an open mind because a lot of the times people only see these mainstream artists. You know what I'm saying? They like they know it's a whole world of artists. It's a lot of talent out here, but a lot of people are they're closed minded. So when you have people that are very interested or just like, stick like kind of find a way to stay connected with those people as well. And allow them to grow with you in your music journey. So that's important. Like whoever you see supporting, commenting, voting, all of that, stay connected with these people, get their email, get their social media, get they just find a way to stay connected with them in the best way possible. And for the last portion of the question, I can't remember which exactly you were saying. Oh, for some
Oh my
reason it's
gosh,
muted.
I was muted. Sorry. And we're back. The last portion of the question was more so how would you say like this has kind of helped you continue on in your music journey? Like being a part of this
Okay,
Who's Got
that's
Next
what's up.
community, how has it helped to set you up for success?
Well, one, it has set me up just because a lot of the people who, like I said, like Ms. Woodward, Ms. Markina, a lot of people that I've met through the competition, did the competition with, we all find a way to stay connected with each other,
Mm-hmm.
support each other, and grow from there. So with me just like kind of bringing, the song that I used for the competition back up and just like shooting a video and like doing these different things, like I can already see, like, like, okay, like, no, they're still on it. They're still like, they're still on it. They're very much still actively seeing what it is that I am doing. So I just feel like having
Yeah.
that community. We have like a lot of different group chats and stuff like that. So all of that stuff definitely helps. And just the tips and advice I've been able to get from Miss Woodward has been everything also. And just having
Wow.
an ear to the streets and being able to help me navigate through some of this stuff has been the most helpful. And just with the app alone, like it's a lot of stuff that is within the app that you can like get information on too. Like as
Mm-hmm.
far as you want to learn about copyrights, you want to learn about how do I put my music on different platforms? How do I, it's a lot of different gems you can get from being within this competition and just meeting certain people. So definitely conversate with everyone because you just never know
Everybody.
what anybody has going on. You never know like man what God got planned for them and for you to also be a part of because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what God was cooking up. I was just like, okay, I got you. Like I'm gonna do my part. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's literally just that. Just do your part, find a way to just network with everyone because that's what I did. I just networked with everyone and everyone like we're
Mm-hmm.
still connected to this
I
day.
love
So
that. Oh.
that is the best part about this whole entire experience and competition is just you're gonna run into some very dope people and they're gonna support you for life no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So
No, that is
that is
dope. We gotta give another round of applause. I need to see some hearts in this chat. I need to see some fire emoji in this chat because one, Neicy Pooh, you are
shout out
talking.
to the chat, man.
Shout
I'm
out to the
trying to
chat
read
for
it.
real for tuning in and
Shout out to
staying with
Lauren.
us. And we got
Yes, yes,
Latavia in the building too. I know she's probably on the other end of this phone in tears, bawling, crying, if I know her
yeah.
correctly. But I think like everything that you continue to say just reaffirms things that I'm coming to learn about this community and about this platform and what it is supposed to do. It's supposed to provide community. It's supposed to provide real time feedback. That's something else you talked about. And it also reconfirms something that you already know within inside you. Like, I know I'm an artist. I know this is what I love to do. And then being able to share that gift with the world, it's like, okay, that's the reassurance that sometimes
Yeah.
creatives just need. Like, is this really hitting the way I think it is in my head?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, y'all know the words and oh, y'all watch my video, but oh, y'all still
And
follow
it is
me?
so, and they will let you
Yeah.
know. Like
Fan base
they will
growth.
let you
That's
know.
exactly what this is. Like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Well, this is awesome. I think that that you definitely I heard about you. I think the first conversation I had with Latavia, I'm seeing the picture of you in the big check. I just like I already knew who you were. I'm like, so you already have a fan for life with her, and you have another fan right here over here in LA.
uh, I
But no,
appreciate
I
that. I will
congratulations
definitely be in
for
LA
sure.
sometime soon. I've been running into a
Hey,
lot of LA people, so I think
hit
it's time
me.
for me to take a trip.
Hey, if you're in LA, hit me up, hit me up. I'm here. Maybe wait a few
All right,
weeks.
I will.
Maybe
I
wait a few
really will.
weeks. I wouldn't come tomorrow, but come when he has some time. Maybe wait a
Oh,
few weeks.
she said I wouldn't come to
Wouldn't come anytime soon, but
Okay,
well,
definitely summertime. Sometime this summer. Sometime.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Neicy Pooh. I definitely want to give you some more time to give a quick shout out. Where can people find your
You.
music, find your videos, keep up with you? Go ahead and give this a moment to shout yourself out.
Well, one, if you all are watching right now, you can obviously just follow my Instagram because that's where I'm, posting a lot of my content, a lot of just
Mm-hmm.
like, the new things I'm dropping or working on. I'm very active on there. So
Okay.
definitely follow me on IG. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel where I do a lot of different vlogs. I'm pretty much just documenting my life and my journey and my experience. I want you all to be able to learn from me and my mistakes and whatever else I got going on. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Neicy Pooh TV, and I'm Neicy Pooh on all platforms, like
Period.
NEICYPOOH. So yeah. You
Yeah.
guys check me out on everything. I'm pretty interactive on all my social medias right now. TikTok, my TikTok is different from my Instagram name. It's Long Fame Neicy. Long Fame dot Neicy on TikTok. So TikTok, I'm definitely yeah, I'm learning TikTok algorithm. I'm getting on there, so y'all can definitely check me out on there. I do a lot of different, just like really Chicago stuff, Chicago related stuff. I'm doing a lot of music content out there, so yeah, like stay tuned, stay in tune, stay connected with me, and yeah, we going up. It's up.
Hey, period. Well, y'all know in this chat, she's dropping her IG. She dropped her TikTok. Make sure you stay tuned in with her also on her YouTube channel. And also, if you're on our page, go ahead and follow Who's Got Next Music on YouTube. If you can't make our in person performance for our finale in Atlanta, we definitely want you to be able to watch it. So go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss anything that comes down the pipeline. Now, before we go, we always have to do one quick reminder, and that's to tell everyone
Mhm.
to download our app. If you want to be an artist on that platform, if you want to be one of our producers later on in our other challenges, or if you want to just show your support, like Nisi Poo was talking about as a fan,
Yeah.
go ahead and download that app. It's completely free to download. And reminder, if you are an artist, it's only $99 to enter in this competition. There's 3 rounds. There is the song, there is the visual, and then there is that live performance. And all that's on the line is a $5,000 cash prize. We have so many other cool things that you will be able to have. A yearly subscription with Encore to help keep track of all of your contracts, your licensing, everything that you need to keep yourself protected as an artist and a producer, as well as some cool swag from some of our brands who are partnering with us. So if you have not already entered in here, go ahead. Now's your chance. $99. Get there before that window closes. And we hope to see you all in the booth. So go ahead and get in the booth, y'all.
Yeah. Get in the booth.
Get in the booth, y'all. Thank you again, Nisi Poo. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we will see you soon.
You too. Thank you, Lauren. I mean,
Bye.
not Lauren. I'm sorry. I
I
called you
felt
Lauren.
it. I know what you
I'm
meant.
sorry.
This
I'm
is
looking
Big
at Lauren,
Ken.
but then I'm like, look.
It is okay. Okay, we'll do the outro
That
again
was
so we can have
crazy.
that in our recap. Ready, set, go. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, Nisi Poo.
Bye.